I just glimpsed at my Facebook and saw a memory of iron. Same and similar blood type as water, but I can't share that because somebody has blocked my Facebook for 30 days because I am confrontational with them about stealing my identity, my son's identity. I don't like that shit. You either ask permission or don't use it at all. So I can't share iron with anyone, but I can tell a story about water. So I have plenty of stories about water that I can share. A group of people, also known as the Blood back in the day, long before the name ever got shared out in various ways, but the Blood. A group of people that it's almost like the earth would come and pick them up and take them to places that they had no indication where they were going. And once they got there, they realized that they were there for a reason, to save their blood. And so it happened on a regular and frequent basis, and after a while they just began to accept it, that that's what they were there. The purpose of their life on this planet was to save their blood. And over long periods of time, the more and more they saved their blood, the more they came back as who they once were, who they had always been, the Blood. And so on this one particular journey where they ended up crossing the same section of land over and over again, one of their members disappeared, and they took notice that he would always disappear at this same section of land, and then he'd come back and they'd move on. They'd save their blood and they'd end up back in that same spot. And so on his return this one time, they had been holding this question aside. Where does he go? Every time we come here, he goes someplace. Where does he go? What is he hiding? And so they raised the question out of their mind and let it slip through their lips, and they asked him, "What are you hiding out there that you're not telling us about?" And he said, "I'm not hiding anything. One of these days, they're going to find a way to lay us down. And we come back together. For whatever reason, we always show up together. But they're going to find a way to separate us. And when they do, I'm going to already know in advance how I'm coming back through, with or without you." And so he showed them that he had been making a lasting and a strong impression of himself on this section of land. And almost like looking through silk, they could see there was another one of him standing out there. And there he was. And so they carried on like they always did, knowing that at some point they would be separated and they wouldn't come back together, but they would find a way individually, and then once they all came through, they would meet up once again and go out there and save their